Hey Team 180, so this is a training video on how to invite people to your challenge groups. So if you're a brand new coach, this is really great information as you are getting ready to launch either your first challenge group or maybe a new kind of challenge group. And so this information is going to be very helpful for you. So let's dive right in real quick. How do you invite to your challenge group? First of all, you have to decide what kind of challenge group you plan to have. So there's lots of options, and the cool thing about coaching is you get to design your challenge group the way that you want it to look. So you could host a 5-day free clean eating challenge group. You could host a 90-day P90X challenge group. You could host a PiYo challenge group that requires Shakeology. Or you could do, like I said, a free challenge group that really allows people to just connect with you as a coach to take advantage of the free information that you have, the advice and tips. So you have to decide, what is my challenge group going to look like? And how am I going to kickstart my career as a coach? So decide that. You have to decide the details. How long do you want it to be? Do you want it to be 5 days? Do you want it to be 21 days or 90 days? You choose and set that marker. And then also you have to choose the requirements. Are you going to require a challenge pack? Do they have to purchase something to be in your group? And if they are and you're a brand new coach, let me give you one piece of advice. Be confident in inviting to your challenge group if you are requiring them to purchase something. You can't be timid about that. You have to be very confident and let them know this is required because this is going to help you get the best results possible, because the program is completely structured for you. The nutrition is easy. You throw it into a blender, and I'm going to help you with the other meals. I'm going to give you some recipe ideas, but I'm requiring a challenge pack, or I'm requiring a month's supply of Shakeology, because it's going to help you get the best results. So be confident in that. I know it can be a little bit scary to talk to somebody about money and that they need to spend money to be a part of your group. But if you're not confident about it, they're not going to be confident about spending the money. So go into it knowing that this will be the best thing for them and to be a part of the group, that they need this, and share that confidently. Number 2, set the date for at least 2 weeks out. So your start date of your challenge group, when you decide to start talking about your group, it needs to be at least 2 weeks out from the start date. Why? Because you want to give yourself 1 week to promote the group, to have those conversations before they have the deadline of ordering their product. So if you're requiring a challenge pack or anything to where they have to purchase something, it takes up to 7 business days for them to receive it in the mail, right? So you want to give them at least 7 business days ahead of time before the start date of the group where they have to order. So I always set the deadline 7 business days before the group starts to make sure that they get their product in time. That's very, very important. So start promoting it 2 weeks out, and then set the deadline for their ordering to be a week, up to 7 business days before the start date. Okay. A tip for when you set your date is to set your start date, if you are trying to hit Success Club, for middle of the month. Why is this important? This is important because if you set the date for, say, January 15th of your challenge group, that allows you to get your Success Club points in time by the middle of the month, okay? So you're not scrambling at the end of the month to try and get your Success Club points. This really allows you to get them by the middle of the month, so there's no stress. So you can finish out the rest of the month without having to worry about, am I going to hit Success Club? I have to sell things. You've already got your challenge group established. You've got your Success Club points there because people have bought their challenge packs. And so that's just a little side tip for you. Number 3 is you need to personally message anybody that you would like to invite. So before you post it on Facebook or Instagram or all over social media, personally invite people. Say, hey, I've got this group coming up, and I haven't talked about it yet on social media, but you've came to my mind, and I know that we've talked before about your health. I know that you've struggled with accountability or maybe struggled with reaching your goals, and so as I was putting this group together, I wanted to just let you know that you came to my mind, and I really wanted to invite you personally before I posted it publicly for other people to get involved. And that's a really great way to establish those relationships, whether it's family members or close friends or maybe co-workers, people you've worked with. But I would really encourage you to personally invite different people before you post on social media. That way it really builds that relationship right off the bat. And it makes them feel special too that you thought about them. Number 4, this is when you post on social media. So 2 weeks before your group starts, start posting on social media. Post it on your Facebook, your Instagram. Let them know, hey, this is a challenge where I want to help you get healthy. This is a group that, we're going to go X amount of days. We're going to require this program or Shakeology, or this whole challenge group will be free, according to whatever you decided on. Let them know the details of it, but what I want to encourage you to do is ask them to leave their email, because from that point on, then you're going to go through email. It's not going to be back and forth all over Facebook. It'll be really, really simple. Everybody's going to be in one place in your email where you can respond and reply to them. When you post on social media, don't use Beachbody photos, because if you can create your own photo, maybe of you doing the workout or you drinking Shakeology, something along those lines is more personal than if you just post a Beachbody generic stock photo of the program that you want to do. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you can really probably reach more people when you show them, hey, this is something I'm doing. I'm going to do this right along with you, and make it more personal, the photo. You can even use the app WordSwag to come up with your own challenge group, name and all that, to make it kind of a cool post, even if you don't want your face all over it. Okay, now, fifth and finally, is you want to have your email ready for them with all of the details of your group. So when you ask them to leave their email below and they leave it for you, have an email ready with the details of your group. And you can also find in our team files the first and second email that you want to send to them to let them know. Because the first emails is what I do is there's like 3 or 4 questions that kind of helps me get to know them better before I even give them the details of the group. And so you want to look in the file section for those emails, and that'll really help you. They're templates, so feel free to copy and paste and use them as needed, but definitely make sure to personalize the email once you start getting in conversation with them about the group. So I hope that this helps. I hope that you are excited to start your first challenge group. Challenge groups are the bread and butter of what we do, because it allows us to coach people one-on-one. It allows them to try our products. We get to give them accountability. And the truth is that our job does not end when we sell a challenge pack or when we sell a bag of Shakeology. That's when our job truly begins. And so you want to put everybody who purchases something from you into a challenge group, so you can say, let's do this journey together. We're going to do it. We're going to help you get the best results possible. And in the challenge group is where all the magic happens. That's where your transformation stories come from. That's where potential new coaches for your team come from. And so make them very important and put a lot of time and emphasis into them to make them special and to ensure that the people in your group are getting the best results. So that's what I have for you. Thanks for listening. I hope that this helps, and I can't wait to hear about how your first challenge group goes, so let me know. Thanks for listening.